Hey, how the hell are you? This is Ron from Barrel Age Flicks. It would really do us a great favor if you hit that subscribe button at the bottom and also press like on our video. Thank you, guys.
Screw it, we're going live.
Apparently we are.
We are live on Twitch. We are live streaming.
Again.
If anybody who is watching us, our shit was all over the place. So we are doing a new show.
Yeah, we just came up with this spur of the moment.
Thank you for your patience.
We were trying to record what I think was going to be an amazing episode
I thought it would have
on
been fine.
No Country for Old Men.
Yes.
And all of the demon gremlins were against us.
They really affected our shit.
Yeah.
You gremlins.
fake, man.
Yeah.
So we're going to do
We came up
something
with what? BSing on BAF.
else. Yes.
Bullshit.
About what's going on in the world right now.
Current events.
And right now, the most current event is the
stupid
Paris Olympics.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Paris.
The blue guy with the beard singing really weird. I saw that shit.
Everything
They also,
from
hold on, the metal band at the opening fucking shit. That was amazing.
I know,
All
right?
right, that was fucking
Yeah.
hardcore
I
with
didn't
the
see
rats
that.
coming up
It
and
was.
watching him.
It was.
on the grate and everything. I was like, oh, this is pretty fucking badass.
Every-
All right, this is fucking
everything
hard.
though, minus me personally, minus that from the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
It was, oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was different.
So yeah, I didn't watch the opening stuff.
neither did I.
What was I doing?
I saw
my wife was
clips
watching
of
it.
it though.
I saw clips of the whole thing where they're mocking the Last Supper, but then
But
they're
they-
also saying
wait.
it wasn't the Last Supper. They're saying it was based on a
It
Greek
was-
painting.
It
Yes.
is. It
Uh-huh.
is based on the Greek gods.
Yes.
So the
They're
first
trying
onset
to
was
fucking cover their own ass.
yeah. The
Yeah.
first
But also-
onset was way off.
No, but
When did that start? Was it Wednesday night?
that
No.
feels right.
No,
early.
Friday.
I thought it was Monday.
Yeah.
I thought it was the beginning
It
of
was
the week.
earlier than Wednesday.
It was Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was recording with
Was it Monday? No,
I thought it was
Yeah.
Monday.
I was recording with Matt and Burley, and my wife was watching it with her kids. So I came out. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Was it?
All right. Now, I will
Okay.
say, like the Last Supper, the painting that we know as the Last Supper, is based on a very similar style of paintings that have been around
Yeah.
for years and years and years before that.
Right.
So just because we know it as the Last Supper doesn't necessarily mean it's from the Last Supper.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Well,
for sure one way or the other, that's what they're doing.
The only thing that they did on the Last Supper, when you think about it, is you had that little fat woman in the middle or something like that, and she had like a halo
Okay.
like Christ. That's the only thing that looks more like the Last Supper, but then the Greek painting,
yes,
it's very
they had
similar
different
to-
lighting and stuff like that.
So just for correctness, it's the Feast of Dionysus,
Yes.
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 which is the Greek
would make
god of
sense.
wine.
It's honoring the Greeks, which are the founder of the Olympics and everything like that. So it's paying honor to the heritage
But
while also doing a celebration.
Supper. It's still the Last Supper, though, because
Well,
you
the
can see the guys
Dionysus-
turning around and
The Last Supper is based on a Christian retelling of the Feast of Dionysus.
Correct.
All right. So if they're telling the story of the Feast of Dionysus or honoring the original Feast of Dionysus, but it's the more we'll say the Last Supper is the more successful cover
Yeah.
of
The
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 situation.
culture of change.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have Dionysus first, and the Last Supper,
Yes.
and then you have the outrage today from that lens of perspective.
right.
Which I can understand completely.
Exactly.
I am personally a Christian, and so I can understand if I felt like my religion was being mocked. We don't go out of our way to mock other religions in the Olympics and stuff like that. I would be insulted if I felt they were going out of the way to mock mine.
Yeah.
That is your personal belief.
Yes.
Remember that though, because that's personal belief. Because as a whole, everyone has their own personal belief
Mhm.
of their own religion and their beliefs of how they think their gods are seen.
Yes.
And how they're portrayed. Now, this show here is gonna go wild and
But also-
crazy. But
We're gonna get
here's
canceled,
the
boys.
thing. Here's the thing. Everyone here that is going to listen to this and watch this,
Yeah.
is that us four don't care.
No.
All right. My beliefs are different than Stu's.
Yes.
They're different than Goot's. They're different than Ron's.
Right.
Okay. And vice versa.
Yeah.
All right. But guess what? we all can exist in the same fucking room
Exactly.
together and respect each other's fucking belief and choices.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Remember that.
We talk it out.
Yeah.
We scream about it. We drink about it. And guess what? Tomorrow's a new day.
Exactly.
We're still best friends.
Exactly.
And I
That's
live
the
3
thing. The
hours
difference
away.
is what makes us
Well,
work. All right?
when
We'd be
people
fucking boring as shit if we're four of the same fucking people that sit around.
well, see, well, that's the thing. When
That'd be fucking
people
boring.
have an issue
fucking
with
look in a goddamn mirror.
people have an issue with and get offended
Echo
by
chamber.
something, and then they don't want to talk to them or they want to offend them and they don't want to be friends with them and stuff like that. They're fucking stupid because I think there was a person that posted on Facebook or something like that says, we could still be different and still be friends.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's truth.
But then we're gonna get some of the stuff. I know we were already.
Yeah, we
We were mentioning when we were talking
we
about.
kept
It's
saying
going to
stop.
It's gonna be. We're saying, yeah, we should be able to accept other viewpoints and other opinions and stuff like that. And we're gonna be like, this is some fucked up bullshit. But some people's viewpoints and opinions think it's perfectly okay.
Right.
No.
But
None of us.
We're gonna be talking
None of
about
us
both
are
sides
going
of
to
our
think that's okay.
mouth. No, none
on
of us will. But we're preaching that we should all be okay to disagree and stuff like that and be cool with that.
yes, but
But we're
not
about
on
to
that
have-
subject.
Yeah.
I agree personally, but also where do you where can we draw the line? We're either okay, just like me and you, we serve, right?
Yeah.
We serve, one of our first duties was to protect the freedom of speech.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. And so even if these fuckers say shit that we personally disagree with, we both made an oath to protect-
morally fucking wrong.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we took an oath to protect their right to
I know.
say that wrong
I know,
shit.
I know, but that's fine. But morally, it's wrong. Ethically, to the soul, to my fucking core,
To your core,
it is
that's the thing.
wrong.
But that's one thing we need to do our best not to come off as preachers because
Oh no,
that's
no.
what that's not what we're here for.
Nope.
So, Stu,
Nope.
your
I'm gonna
statement
preach
sounds
the
backwards.
fuck out of one subject.
Your statement sounds backwards. You made an oath to protect the freedom of speech rather than
To
freedom of the
protect their
country.
freedom of speech, protect other people's freedom of speech as well. Yes.
It's the country.
No.
I couldn't live with
All
that
right.
mentality. I have to protect my country.
Okay. So like it
why I didn't
disgusts
serve.
me to my core when I see somebody stomping on the flag.
Yes,
All right.
that's
It disgusts me to my core. But
I agree.
I fought for them to have the right to do that.
you said speech
All right.
earlier, so that's all.
No,
my
freedom of
quip
speech
is.
because that falls. But all these things that we do,
Yes.
even if somebody disagrees with it, that's why America, we're not the smartest country in the world. We're
Nope.
not the oldest country in the world. We're not on any metric that you can possibly measure us, except for badass military. All right,
Most guns
All right.
per capita.
yeah. We are not number one in any realistic metric that you can measure us, but I still feel because of our rights of being able to disagree, be able to say this shit, even if I think what you're saying is reprehensible, it's still your fucking right to fucking say it.
Yeah.
All right. That's why I feel we're the best. We are number one because of the ingrained rights that are protected through our core founding as a country. So which is why we need to be careful to not come off as super judgmental. We can express our opinions and our feelings, but we can't come off damning people necessarily.
So the views and opinions of the individuals on this podcast right now, this show, are not all encompass of everyone else in this entire country, in this entire world.
Okay.
So that being said, we're gonna fucking delve right into this fucking
Mhm.
bullshit right now. So the Olympics are going on right now.
Yes.
And there's a lot of controversy going on.
There's a lot.
One in particular, which we almost started to talk about, but said save it for this.
Are we going volleyball or boxing right now? Which way are you going?
Let's go with volleyball right now.
Okay.
We're gonna fucking kick this shit off hard.
What's
All
your
right.
standout, baby?
There is a Dutch volleyball player
Yep.
who has now won multiple matches. All right, as part of a team,
Mhm.
for the Netherlands, for the Dutch. Those wonderful, fucking thumb in a dike, motherfuckers. That he is 27 years old, I believe.
Mm.
He has previously served jail time for the rape of a 12-year-old girl.
Huh?
Yep.
What?
And he is
Yeah.
representing his country in the Olympics.
And he's allowed to be there.
And he is
What the fuck
allowed
for?
to be there
That doesn't make.
because he served his time.
Yep.
And the Dutch Olympic Committee decided he's cool to go ahead and be a part of it.
God damn, he only served 13 months in prison.
All right. So this gentleman's
Yeah.
name, I use gentleman very fucking loosely. Steven van der Velde.
Now he's now this individual is
Yes.
has been all over the internet when they walked out onto the volleyball court. The entire arena booed
Yes.
the fuck out of this team
As they should.
because of what this piece of shit did.
Yep.
And 13 months is is nothing for what
Okay.
this person.
So I'm going to read just so it's not tainted by my personal opinions.
So
I'm going to
read
read
it verbatim.
verbatim from the Wikipedia entry on Steven van der Velde. All right, under the section of, and this is how fucked up this section is. So yeah, volleyball career is the first thing. Child rape is the second section. That is the title of the second section of his Wikipedia entry.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they. Oh my god.
Yeah,
All
they-
right. In 2014, Van der
10
Velde,
years ago.
aged 19 at the time, corresponded with a 12-year-old girl who sent him a friend request on Facebook. He said he believed the girl was 16 at the time they began to communicate, but he continued despite her telling him her age. In August 2014, he traveled to her hometown, Milton Keynes, in England, gave her alcohol, and raped her near the local Furston Lake.
We are back.
Penis.
All right. So you were talking about volleyball and pedophiles.
Fucking
Basically.
Dutch.
So I was getting ready to start reading.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you were talking
No,
about.
you're 100% right.
No, you're right.
That was the best summation. I'm glad you heard what he's talking about.
All right. Ragnar, you were about to say something.
Yeah, so God damn it, dude. So this 19-year-old talking to a 12-year-old, knowing that she's 12, and literally
Allegedly.
We'll go into it
Yes.
via the Wikipedia page. I understand why you're saying allegedly,
But why would they?
but no,
let,
it's not allegedly.
but why would they?
All right.
Why would they let him in?
so it's oh man. You have it pulled up, I believe.
Oh yes,
Yes. So I'm gonna let you deal with that question there.
yes. I'm going to read
But
his Wikipedia
He-
word for word.
but he allegedly
Not allegedly.
um
Allegedly is before somebody's found guilty
yes.
of
So-
certain crimes. He has been found guilty.
He was
has
guilty
gone
and
to jail.
served, and he
Yes.
is
Released.
yes.
But I guess there's no law that he can't be in the Olympics.
That's on the Olympic Committee
Of that country.
Who?
to allow this.
Which country is this?
This is the Netherlands. He's Dutch.
Okay.
To allow this fucking disease of a person to travel, all right, travel to another fucking country, all right, and
Wait till you get to the part where I tell you what the judge said during all this.
oh,
You're
yeah.
going to be salty. So salty.
Go ahead.
So salty. I'm going to love it.
to
delicious.
allegedly, not a fuck alleged. God, shut up with allegedly. to travel to another fucking country and meet up with this girl who blatantly said, I'm fucking 12 goddamn years old. All right. Get her drunk and rape her.
And by the way, he wasn't found guilty of 1 count of rape.
No.
He wasn't found guilty of 2 counts of rape.
How many?
He was found guilty of 3 counts of rape. 3 counts.
And people are cheering for him.
No, they are not fucking cheering for this little fucking scumbag.
That's good.
Nobody's cheering for him.
No, they walked onto that fucking volleyball court. The entire fucking stadium booed. Their fucking
these are
presence.
athletes who have trained their entire lives. These are amateurs.
Yeah.
All right, quote unquote. Who have trained their entire lives to be on this biggest of big stages.
Right.
All right. They've sacrificed, they've given up, they've, spent all their time, their hard work, their sweat, their tears, their blood in order to make it to this.
Okay.
All right. And not because they're not getting paid. They're not getting like buku bucks. We got certain fucking people that still, most of them still have regular fucking jobs.
Yeah.
All right. And they don't know how they're going to pay their fucking rent while they're out, in the Olympics doing this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Because this isn't like a big money contract. This isn't pro football. This isn't goddamn basketball, baseball, whatever.
Now they make money from going to the Olympics for winning medals. Okay.
Not much.
Sponsorships.
But no, hold on.
If they're lucky, right?
Well, no, they do make a. I actually saw it. Depending on the country that you live in, depends on what you get.
Yes.
Okay. So for the U.S., for example, gold. I think I saw it at like 71,000 if you get a gold medal. But the taxes that you have to pay for winning the gold trumps it down like 75%
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
Because
And
it
this-
leaves
and
the
this
country. That's why it's a taxation.
Yeah. And this isn't a gold medal. Okay. This is a gold plated medal.
Yep.
You're literally getting a piece of bronze.
Yeah.
You're doing
Plated
this
in
for bragging
fucking
rights.
gold.
That's what you're doing this for. It's bragging rights.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And hope of getting a sponsorship, doing something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
all right.
You were saying.
All right. So once again, I am reading verbatim from the second section of Steven Van de Velde's Wikipedia entry. And that second section is titled Child Rape. How much of a piece of shit are you? That's your second section of your fucking Wikipedia. All right. In 2014, Van de Velde, age 19 at the time, corresponded with a 12-year-old girl who sent him a friend request on Facebook.
Completely innocent.
He said he believed the girl was 16 at the time they began to communicate, but he continued despite her telling him her age. In August 2014, he traveled to her hometown, Milton Keynes in England.
Completely
So he
different
traveled
country.
to a different country. All right. Gave her alcohol and raped her near the local Furston Lake. That same night, Van de Velde tried to stay at a hotel with his victim, but was denied a room, so they slept under a staircase. There were further 2 instances of rape the next day. During one of these 3 rapes, the victim told Van de Velde that he was hurting her. So it wasn't even like a Romeo Juliet bullshit.
No.
Okay, hold on. I need to stop fucking for myself. I'm just going to read it from it. Okay. Van de Velde returned to the Netherlands after the rapes and told his victim to go to a sexual health clinic for contraception, at which point her age alerted concern among the staff.
Rightfully so.
He was extradited to the United Kingdom and arrested in January 2016. The victim expressed feelings of guilt and had been self-harming and once overdosed. Facts that caused the judge to give Van de Velde a scathing rebuke during the case. Sentencing and release.
What did the judge say?
In March 2016, Van de Velde pleaded guilty at Aylesbury Crown Court to 3 counts of child rape.
Jesus
specifically
Christ.
the charge of rape of a child under the age of 13. The judge sentenced Van de Velde to 4 years imprisonment and placed him on the UK sex offender registry, where his name remains.
Good.
During his sentencing remarks, the judge stated, quote, "Your hopes of representing your country as an Olympic athlete now lie as a shattered dream." And he has lost a stellar sports career being branded a rapist. Plainly, it is a career end for him.
As it fucking should
Should have
have
been.
been.
100%.
Under a treaty between the Netherlands and the UK, Van de Velde was transferred to the Netherlands to serve his sentence. Which that does happen. You know, friendly countries, they'll have, all right, you get fucking found guilty here, you come back home, serve your shit here.
Fuck.
Um,
Yeah, but do you think this thing's all
hold on, hold
different
on.
because it's over there and not in America?
No,
No.
unfortunately not. I wish it was. The sentence was at that time adjusted in line with Dutch law, and the charge of rape was substituted for one referring to ontucht. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but that's
Okay.
just, all right.
Yeah.
And that translates to sexual acts that violate social ethical norms. Yep. After serving 13 months of his original 4-year sentence, he was released from prison. After his release in 2017, Van de Velde complained about all the nonsense, quote, reporting on his crime in the media, claiming that the term pedophile did not apply to him without explaining further. At the same time, he stated not yet having read any of the reporting he was criticizing. The National Society for the Preservation of Cruelty to Children in Britain condemned his comments at that time, stating that his lack of remorse and self-pity is breathtaking.
Absolutely, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Return to sport. Van de Velde returned to international competition in 2018. He excused himself in an interview, saying about the rapes that occurred when he was 19 years old that he made that choice in my life when I wasn't ready. I was a teenager, still figuring things out. I was sort of
Bull
lost.
fucking shit, you piece of crap.
He has since described it as the biggest mistake of my life. The Dutch Volleyball Association allowed him to resume his career as a beach volleyball player in 2024. He was controversially selected to represent the Netherlands in the 2024 Summer Olympics. However, in order to establish calm, quote unquote, the Dutch Olympic Committee isolated Van de Velde from the rest of the Dutch team and barred him from talking to the media. An online petition calling for his removal from the Olympics had 100,000 supporters.
But
Yeah,
they still put him
rightfully
in.
fucking so.
Yep.
But they still put him in.
The IOC was powerless. It was the
No,
Netherlands'
IC
fault.
Yeah, they can't tell a country who they can or cannot put in.
So it was the Netherlands' fault for some reason in their brains thinking this is okay.
Yes.
This flew by.
And they even knew
Isn't it?
this is fucking bullshit. That's why we won't let him talk to any fucking media.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna call him the fuck out.
Oh yeah. But isn't the Netherlands one of those fucking countries to where it's not a crime, it's a disease?
They are very liberal in their ideas of quote unquote punishment.
Yeah.
They are very, very different in thought processes. I'm trying my best to not say wrong or right
Yeah.
or whatever, but they are drastically different in their treatment of convicted persons than America is, or a lot of other countries.
Either way, it's all fucking bullshit. I mean, the fact is he
Oh,
should have never been put in the first place. And the fact that he's being booed by the crowds and,
and even
everything.
the UK judge who sentenced him was pretty sure, all right, this dude's ruined his fucking career. Fuck him. We're putting the death knell in his fucking career. He's going to be paying for this the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He did this horrible, heinous act. So there we go. Nobody in the right line would ever fucking goddamn put him back in this sport again.
Yeah.
All right.
This
And-
is sick. So apparently, as of July 1st, 2024, the Netherlands has a consent-based definition of rape in its Sexual Offences Act. This means that sex without the consent of is considered rape, and the law no longer requires a physical force, threat, or coercion to be present or for conviction. The law also includes clear signs of lack of consent, such as verbal or physical withholding, nonverbal signals, or passive attitude. They just fucking passed this a month ago.
No, so,
Fucking
right now,
sick
actually,
is
no.
that?
What if I'm understanding what you're saying? They are. That's actually a pretty.
They're changing with the times, but
That's protecting the in most cases females
The victim.
saying, all right,
Yes.
if you're too drunk, you can't consent. If you are passed out, obviously you can't fucking consent. If you're fucking high or whatever, you can't consent. It needs to be a clear case of yes, I am okay with us having sex.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, then it is rape. It's removing the potential of date rape culture out of the equation.
Either way,
Which is so that
not
sounds
right.
like they're moving in a protective way, but also the fact that it says once consent happens, that to me is saying that it's removing the fact of minors being
Yeah.
a part of the equation anymore. Because
But
the minor,
yes,
she
but
consented
that goes
to
along-
this, but
yeah, but
also
that
she
goes
was 12 years
to
old. So
what's the
realistically,
legal
she legally
age?
couldn't consent. That's what if
See?
that law is written right there. That doesn't sound like to me there is a legal age.
no,
The way that law is written,
Yeah.
it's fucking sick.
it's either yes or no. And it needs to
It
be a
doesn't make-
clear yes. And it sounded like she gave a clear yes at least 2 of those times.
what are the victims saying
I would
during
say
the?
it, no. I would say 0 of those times because the first one, she
Was drunk.
She
Yep,
was
yep,
fed
yep,
alcohol.
yep.
So a 12-year-old,
Okay.
it doesn't. I don't care how old you are. If you're like, if you're not used to having any sort of alcohol in your system, and it doesn't matter what country you're in and what your
Yeah.
what's it called?
National origin.
No, your traditions are.
Yeah.
You know, the alcohol content that you're consuming is still going to inebriate you.
Yes.
Okay, so the first time that this ever
First time,
happened,
yes, you're correct. Based
she
on that new
was
one,
intoxicated.
that was not a clear
So
case.
that's no consent
Correct.
there.
And then she said during one of the 3 times she did say you're hurting me. So
That's
would
a
be,
clear stopping point right there.
Right there. So potentially one of the 3 times, potentially based on a new law, would have been okay. I don't want to say okay. Would have been according to them legal. That's the best way I can put it.
That is the thinnest
Yes.
line of anything for that there.
Yeah.
But,
you know.
but what do the victims have to say during the Olympics? Have they said anything or reached out to the Olympics about how they felt about this?
It's a one. There's one victim.
It's just
one.
the one.
One. It happened multiple times to her, so it's 3
Oh,
times.
okay. I thought the 3 times were
No.
3 different people.
No, it's 3
Okay,
separate
okay.
instances, so that he committed crimes 3 times and is
And
convicted.
did she reach out
of
to the Olympics?
3
Like, did
times.
she say anything or have any comment about it?
They're powerless. They were powerless. They couldn't do anything. It
Yeah.
was the Netherlands that
Yeah.
fought here,
And
the guys.
versus she was
Fucking
in UK.
stupid.
All right, so it's not even like it's the same country being, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, because she would have to. She
But
would
even
have
though
to
UK
argue
versus
with the
fucking
UK
Netherlands
and the
It's
Netherlands.
Virginia versus West Virginia. I mean that type of
Yeah,
Yeah.
close.
you're trying to argue with
Yeah.
She would have to argue with 2 different countries.
Yeah.
To have them see her point
Mm-hmm.
and have these fucking rulings not changed.
But
at
IOC
all.
has basically, which rightfully so, to a point, they say, all right, listen, if this country wants to put up Joe Schmo based on what they feel, then that's their right because they're representing their country.
Yeah.
They have the right to deny those individuals.
But because of the IOC is very careful because they want to then allow the country to still continue to have their own ownership and the thing. It's not the IOC choosing who's the best of the best in their mind. It's all right. You as America, you put up what you feel is the best of the best. You as Greenland put up what you feel is the best of the best.
It should be them So and the shitty part is that like there's really no, I don't think there is any sort of distinction for anything like this.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, common sense should fucking prevail to the point to where if you have this individual who has committed this crime, convicted of this crime, and served time for this crime, and he is designated as such and such,
Yes.
okay, then the International Olympic Committee should say, no, this person is not
They
allowed.
honor the bylaws of the whatever the individual sport ruling commission is.
Common sense, though.
I agree.
Common
but also,
sense.
if you don't, okay, so there's a YouTuber who I love to death, the Fat Electrician.
Yep.
One of his favorite sayings is, "It ain't a war crime the first time." All right.
God, I know. But
So
God-
if they don't
God
have
damn it,
a
Stu, this
rule
does not apply.
specifically, if they don't have a rule specifically stating against it, just because we know that you shouldn't do it,
everybody
but they
on
don't
that
have-
committee,
but-
though,
but they don't
should.
have the rule against it specifically, then they can't turn around and have anything to say without thereby flexing a tyrannical viewpoint. Even though I agree that they
can be a tyrannical fucking entity, though, as far as something like this goes, especially since
that goes against what the Olympics is.
8 years ago. 8 years ago, when you had the fucking medical doctor,
Yeah.
fucking molesting all the female fucking gymnasts
Yes.
and shit, you know. So they do have, and the medical and the if I remember right, the Olympic Committee did nothing. It took the federal courts to,
Because the Olympic Committee didn't have control, and it wasn't.
I know, but when
The Olympic Committee isn't a governing board. It isn't a law.
no, I know it's not a law.
Yeah.
It's not a governing body at all. But they do have the ability to reject
They have the ability
participants.
They have the ability to reject countries. I don't think they have the ability to reject individual participants from a country. Like they rejected Germany back during
yeah,
World War II.
Nazi time. All right, they rejected. They think this shit fucked up. This shit wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. They rejected Russia as a whole. I think a few different times. They still allowed Russian athletes to under a non-country flag to
that
compete.
was last.
More than once they've done now.
Well, recently
Yeah.
it was the last one and the one prior.
Like I said, I don't think they can reject an individual athlete that's put up by a host country. They can reject the country as a whole, but cannot reject the individual. I don't know. Because they're giving certain. It's the same way state laws versus federal laws. State laws have certain rights and stuff like that, and we agree to certain things. And so the IOC has agreed to allow the host countries to dictate what their classifications are and their own rules. And IOC is like, okay, we'll honor that. And because it's not our place to say yay or nay. We will honor whatever each country thinks their best people are is the ones that are coming out to commit.
Yeah.
So just like we get to the boxing,
Which I think is bullshit. That
I don't think you have the full information. I think you're going straight headlines.
the information I'm hearing is about a woman or a man who transgendered to a woman,
And
went
this is
against
why-
a woman.
Yes, you are not having.
So what?
You're going by straight reaction headlines.
I understand that, but okay. So is it a man or a woman?
So here, don't know for sure.
Don't know. Still to this day, we don't
All right.
know.
So I am leaning towards woman with a biological, with some sort of biological difference than whatever the norm is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not.
Their country is so different. Like I was
All
reading
right.
about that
So
fucking rabbit
I-
hole.
right?
I've seen a lot of women from a lot of different countries, and I've seen like their
Yes.
whatever. I was a fucking whore. I don't give a shit. All right.
This is Armenia, right? That I believe
Algeria.
Algeria.
No,
Yeah,
yes.
Algeria.
There's no feminine features at all.
No, it looks like a man.
There's no femininity at all in this individual's body.
Okay.
In their facial features, and the fact that now medically you can have a XXY,
Yes.
which is an abnormality, which gives you extra testosterone. But the percentage of that ratio is extremely small. Now the fact that two of
And
these,
the two that you're saying, two totally different countries. First
Yeah.
off, one's Algeria or whatever. And
Yep.
one's
Taiwan.
Yes, Taiwan.
The Taiwan is not even being really talked about.
No.
That's the Algeria
No,
one.
it's not. It's not. But it is. That individual. That individual is roped into this.
Okay.
It's on the record.
So here's where everything's coming from. That's the supposed, I still don't know for sure. I'm leaning towards genetic female is where I'm leaning towards based on what I'm seeing. So a few years ago, these two individuals failed supposedly some sort of test
Yes.
based on a governing body that is no longer recognized by the IOC as a governing body because it was known to be run by a very crooked Russian oligarch.
Yeah.
All right. And so the IOC is still like, no, this the organization no longer exists. So they came that a few years ago, that organization came out and said these two individuals failed a test that and thereby disqualifies them from being a part of it.
Mm-hmm. They failed
they failed. No, we don't know for sure what test they did. This is the thing. I know what you're about to say. I don't mean to cut you off. They specifically said at that time when that failure happened, we're not going to tell you what test they failed because of basically HIPAA, even though it wasn't HIPAA. Basically, but
it's come out that it's
been rumored that's what it is. Off the record, there's been
there's no
clinical
proof
tests.
there's
been no shown clinical tests at all. It's always been talked about. Well, they failed testosterone. Oh no, it wasn't testosterone. Oh no, we did a special genetic test that showed XY or XX chromosomes. Oh no, we didn't really do that. It's a very murky area that nobody knows for sure. There is supposed photos of this individual as a child and dressed and presenting as a female. In this country, it is illegal to be trans, punishable by prison and death. So the fact that they would supposedly choose a trans to represent them in the Olympics is also a weird flag right there. Then they want to go with this individual who tapped out after 43 seconds.
All right.
All right, saying, oh, well, because they were protesting wouldn't fight a man. That person now come out and said, no, it wasn't that. My headgear kept shifting around. I could not get it adjusted. I got clocked in the fucking nose. It hurt worse than I've ever fucking felt. And I knew I could not continue with that level of pain.
So this is so you're saying that this is a female?
Based on everything that I'm seeing right now,
like
I am
her
leaning
child
towards
picture.
Genetic female. All right, and the fact that the only failed tests that have ever come up against this one, and this boxer has been beaten twice by females on record, has already been beaten twice by females in different times.
Her name's Khalif.
Yes,
Khalif. It says was assigned female at birth. And it says so on her passport, which is in the IOC's threshold for eligibility.
And that's what IOC is like. Listen, we no longer recognize this crooked Russian government, that dealt with this before. We no longer recognize them as a real thing.
No longer credible.
Everything that we're seeing is a female. That's what we have to go by. We're not going to ask her to whip her pussy out in front of us. All right, even that could be surgically altered for all we fucking know.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go by everything we can see. And also, they're not going to submit a trans, as representing them. That's not, their country would not fucking do that.
Yeah.
All right. So
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a knee-jerk reaction to something that does hit home because that's still a trigger point. Males competing in a female sport. It's been something that's been talked about for at least 3 Olympics now. I want to say they've been talking about this.
It's been at least 2.
I think this might be the third.
2.
I think this might be the third.
This is
Summer
her
Olympics.
This is her as a child right here.
About. Yes, that to me is presenting as female, right? Very soft, feminine features. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't have some sort of genetic abnormality that may make her have a higher than normal testosterone producing level, but Michael Phelps has a genetic anomaly that allows him differences than the average person. We're not saying he can't compete because he's a fucking dolphin.
All right, man, he's a mutant.
We're not saying that just because you have a true genetic anomaly doesn't mean it disqualifies you.
No, it does. It doesn't. It doesn't. Having that extra chromosome shouldn't. Yeah. I personally, I don't believe it should disqualify you, but I believe that if, and I was talking about this well before the fucking show tonight, after we've had the
technical difficulties,
7 fucking breaks.
Yeah, we've had to pivot tonight.
Pivot.
Welcome to BAF bullshit.
Is that like if you have a genetic anomaly, that's fine, but your parts are still the same. That's different. All right, because I was talking with Snow and Sammy about it, and like I know there's plenty of females out there that can beat the fuck out of a dude.
Yes,
and that's not an issue. Now that may hurt your pride.
Okay, realistically, the other side of the coin, as a boxing fan, all right, as somebody who's always enjoyed this amazing sport, females having one punch knockout power is a rare occurrence. And for this chick to tap out saying that's the hardest that she's ever been clocked in the fucking nose. Now, they do most of the time compete with fucking headgear. The headgear wasn't seated properly. Mm-hmm. That is going to open her up to more of an intense hit. But even just in general sparring, shit like that, her basically never to have had her nose broke.
Yeah.
All right, because it definitely broke her fucking nose. It does tell me that this competitor is throwing more fucking power behind her than traditional.
But 2 years prior, a female boxer from Ireland fought this individual and beat them.
Yes, that's it. It is a definite possibility. Yes.
Yeah.
And that also supports the idea that, okay, so realistically, just straight genetics as a male, once you go through puberty, you develop thicker bones, more muscle mass, faster twitch response. You can then go through hormone blockers after that point. Testosterone comes out. It doesn't change what's already created differences in you versus a female who's gone through puberty. You naturally will always have that advantage.
Yep.
Always. So the fact that not once, but twice separate females have knocked this fucking individual the fuck out is leaning way more towards probably a female. And we as a society, we latch on to a knee-jerk reaction instead of hearing all the fucking information first.
So if we were to do a vote here on what do you think? You think it's a female?
I view it as a naturally born genetic female.
Ragnar?
Personally, looking at this individual and going back in
look at Brock Lesnar's daughter. Okay. There's no question.
Amanda Nunes, though.
Yeah, there's no question Brock Lesnar's daughter is a female, but look at Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I know.
You remember the kickboxer in the original Jackass movie? The female.
Yes.
The skit says, "I'm going to get my ass kicked by a girl."
Yeah.
And that girl had very manly features,
Yes.
but it was a woman.
Yes.
So
It's kickboxing.
You can't
I mean,
just.
still,
the only reason I brought this up is you can't just go by straight looks. You can't just go by that.
No, you can't. You can't. But going by looks, and going by the fact that this individual here and the other individual that is roped into this has failed.
Supposedly, that's the biggest thing. The only failed test was from a crooked Russian oligarch run.
You can add supposed all you want.
There's been no proof of it. It's a known crooked Russian run organization said, "Oh, they failed." Show me the fucking proof. Well, we can't because it's private.
Okay. So then they're going by
But okay,
whatever.
but we can prove that you're taking money for everything else, rigging shit, throwing fights. We can prove everything else, but you're not lying about this.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So my deduction, my highly uneducated deducing factors of this. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. She's a fucking beast, just like her old man.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you believe?
Honestly, I think it's me personally. I think it is a male who cannot take being in a male sport, so they take the easy way out, which a lot of them do, and transfer over to a fucking female division and win fucking medals out of it.
This Khalif girl.
This person, the other one that is roped into this, the ones fucking prior to them.
Yeah.
All right. That is my thought process on it. Now, I mean, nobody here has to agree with me on it. And quite honestly, I don't care if you all agree with me on it.
Yeah, that's the whole
All
point.
right.
I mean, we're all different in opinion.
I personally think that any individual that is a male athlete, all right, and they continuously lose and lose and lose, but then this whole fucking thing comes up of transgender athletes can go from a male sport over to a female sport and they can be fucking successful. Okay? I think it's fucking bullshit.
That I 100% agree
right.
with you.
No, I agree.
I
But
think
this isn't like that fucking college swimmer who we had a history proven as a male and we had documentation proven as a male and then came out, transitioned to a female, and then now went and dominated and was an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
There's been no history, nothing tied to this particular individual except for one supposed failed test, which we don't even know what the test
Okay, but
supposed
who
failed was.
started this whole rumor in the first place?
I can't even tell you.
Because it's on the headlines all over the place. Like
Yeah,
it's
the
constantly
media
on my
started
news.
it.
On,
It
fucking
started out real quick
media.
as, day one, it was, dude beating up chick. And then day two, it's come back, no, this has been a chick the entire fucking time.
yeah.
The news media focused on one thing real fucking quick without any
Well,
real
the media-
reason.
the
That's
media's making the whole
always
thing.
what they always do.
And, but
Clickbait.
the media,
But
Clickbait.
Yes.
yeah, a lot of it is.
well,
You
see,
know,
on my
But
Fox
it
News,
does spur
Newsmax.
an interesting
MSP.
vehicle for conversation.
It does.
no, it does.
All
But
right.
the thing is, I see the Fox News app. I was reading the news, and it was constant just updates and about the thing. It says she lost trying to do this for her deceased father and everything else. This whole fight, and they're just like trying to make a whole big thing about it.
Those are post interviews and shit, and trying to come up with some sort of fucking
Yeah, they were just
story
trying to
to
say
spin around
That
this
chick,
person.
she had a spot of blood on her trunks. Oh, she did that, to protest because she's a female. So that was her showing, period. And, and she's like, no, I'm a boxer. That's why I had blood on my trunks.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a boxer.
It's fake.
Yeah.
It's fake
All right,
news.
yeah.
It's fake news.
It's just like when
Trump is right.
like I said before, the male athletes who cannot do anything. They can't swim in a male sport. They can't fucking fight in a male sport. You know, they can't box. They can't fucking grapple. They can't do anything in a male fucking sport. So what they do, they transfer over to a female sport.
And here's the shitty part. You're saying they can't do this, can't do that. Even all of these ones that do transition would kick all of our fucking asses 99% of the time, whatever that chosen sport is. Us, that's Joe Blows. All right?
I would take her boxing.
Huh?
I would take her. It would be a fucking fight, dude. I promise you that. She ain't knocking me out.
No, I feel I can take her hits. I feel I can take her hits, and I don't. And she's already proven she does not have she has power.
Give me 1 month to train. That's all I need.
She's proven that.
No, she doesn't.
Do you believe it's a woman?
Yeah, I do. I do believe it's a woman.
All right. So what do you, Ron, as
I believe it's a woman. Just from seeing the stuff online, seeing the child picture and everything else, it's a woman.
Which we can't say for sure. I
can't say that.
But the whole thing about
we can't
media,
say for sure that's the individual we're talking
I know,
about.
but the whole media and everything else likes to stir things. They like to stir the pot.
Yes.
And just make up stories to the point where it turns into a whole thing where, you know, there's one side and the other side. From what I'm seeing right now, they're making it into a thing that's not really a thing. And trying to, because of all the transgender issues that are going on right now with, you know, the debates that are going on with, you know, transgenders, the whole swimming thing, the Olympic thing, that was a whole huge thing. Was it like last summer?
A couple years ago. But then it came out that that the whatever, I forget what the name of the governing body of the swimming thing is, saying no, this person is not allowed to compete. You know, as a female anymore.
And I agree with that.
And the IOC was like, cool, bet, because the IOC honors whatever the governing body of that sport is.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, cool. We will, you know, boom, we don't have to worry about this individual competing because that governing body says fuck no.
Yeah.
So cool. We're money. We're bet.
Yeah.
Wow, 48 minutes into the show and bullshit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like the fucking it's not, is she UFC?
Who?
I think she was UFC. But it was a fucking UFC fighter that he transitioned over to the fucking female division. And I know you know who I'm talking about.
I'm 95% sure I know you're talking about, but you could also be thinking about that pro wrestler who transitioned.
No.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking
no,
about.
This is a cage fighter.
Okay.
Where this dude was literally in the fight.
Yep.
And hit this fucking chick so goddamn hard, cracked her fucking skull.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And and this goes back to what I was saying earlier, the fact that, like, now us aside,
here's the thing.
you're in this sport and you
Fallon Fox.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
But her competitor agreed to fight.
Doesn't matter.
No, it does to me. See, it does to me. All right. Yes, she could have said no, potentially taking the hit or whatever, like that. But if nobody is agreeing to fight this transitioned, individual, then the company will not fucking have that fight going on.
That fight should have never fucking happened.
You're right. But honestly, so there's a fucked up sport in Russia where you got this big, fat, dude, and you got all these little tiny fucking women, all right, coming at him.
I've seen that.
Right, yes.
I've seen that.
They're agreeing. They are agreeing to this shit.
No, I know.
It's ridiculous. It's insane, but they're agreeing to do this. They're all adults. All right. Nobody's forcing anybody to do any of this stuff. Just because I think it's wrong for a dude to hit a chick, because, obviously it is wrong.
Yeah.
But obviously there are some that's the wrestler.
That's what you're talking about? Yeah, I saw that because she has an Instagram, and I was like, who the heck? And then she's showing these videos of a wrestler. It's like, that fucking hit.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, but ultimately, if as one grown adult agrees to fight another grown adult, and there's been plenty of women who think it's okay to haul off and punch dudes in the fucking mouth
Oh yeah,
and shit like that.
and don't think anything's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
That-
if
that
you have
part
two
there-
competing and individuals who agree to the situation, that's not my place to say, well, no. All right, you're both fucking adults. All right, you want to fucking put your shit on the line? That's on you.
Mhm.
Who do I think's gonna win? The dude.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's
Yeah.
who I think is gonna win. I don't think it'll be any sort of contest at all. But if you're a dumbass enough to fucking agree to it, that's kind of on you then.
It is.
Sorry,
it is.
fucker.
But also like that interaction there should not have even happened.
But she could have said no. She could have said, "I'm not fighting him." All right, I am not
Maybe
doing it.
they
I am
needed the
refusing
money.
it. And
Maybe
if
she needed the
nobody,
money.
if
Who knows?
nobody agreed to fight him, then the company would have said, "All right, well, this isn't happening because we're here to make fucking money. People aren't going to pay to see nobody fight."
Yeah.
All right, it's a simple business transaction right there.
Oh, it is absolutely.
But you had these chicks who agreed to the fight, thinking, "Oh, I'm going to make a name for myself. I'm going to take down this dude who wants to be a chick." No, the fuck you're not.
No.
All right, no, the fuck
No.
you're not. Some can. Realistically, though, you're not that one. You are
No,
not
no,
that person.
particular one. No, she was not the one to take that person down at all. Because you could see, like, dude, they started their hormone transition and shit, and you could see the feminine shit or whatever starting to come out, but you could clearly see their chiseled black fucking jawline
Yep.
and shit. They're fucking like, this dude is wearing a fucking sports bra
The
to
whole
hide
pecs.
his fucking man tits.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no reason for that, like,
Yeah.
at all.
No, I agree.
You know,
What's the
I'm
next?
of the personal viewpoint, and so scientifically, if you are a male, if you're born a male and you've gone through puberty, you should not be allowed to compete in any female sports.
absolutely.
So, but I'm also of the viewpoint you should not be allowed to have puberty blockers because you're too young to make that educated decision with all the health risks, the increased cancer rates and stuff like that, to make that decision while you're a minor. So thereby happens to be you can't ever have puberty blockers because you can't make an informed decision, and thereby,
Absolutely fucking agree.
All right.
On that note, I gotta piss.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
This is so awkward. It's funny as hell.
to me, that was the point. We were just
I
generally
know.
bullshitting.
You're not.
Ron sitting there all
I know, right? I started
cross-armed,
recording.
all,
No, I-
all puffy.
No, I don't.
It's because he doesn't want to talk about the Olympics.
I'm not a big.
Once again, the Olympics are just to talk about other bullshit. It's to frame a conversation.
Current
So
event.
I saw
Current event.
I saw it earlier, and so going back to the Dutch piece of shit, like that shit there leads down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
It really does. And so I was getting pissed off when I was fucking hearing that, seeing that, and reading about it, and it fucking led down a whole goddamn rabbit hole of shit. And I found a handful of other fucking videos of this piece of shit fucking chomo who he's on fucking TikTok and YouTube, and he made a video of him justifying his interactions. All right.
What kind of interactions?
The same that we talked about earlier.
God damn it. No.
Okay. Now this is I want to say late 30s to 40-year-old. Okay. Him justifying his actions, saying that he doesn't understand how a 12-year-old could be attracted to an older gentleman, and he didn't realize that she was attracted to him until his leg was up her skirt.
Fuck. It doesn't make.
Okay. And he has proceeded to make videos.
Hopefully him getting shot in the face.
Yeah.
Right. He's proceeded to make videos of asking questions. One that I saw that somebody was replying to was, one of them was asking the female gender, how long do you think it would take if a young girl such as this was on a deserted island with an older gentleman and they had everything that they could want? All right. They had all the food, the shelter, water, all this other shit, blah, blah, blah. How long do you think it would take for them to interact?
Are they trying to justify it?
This individual is trying to justify
By the
his
stupid
actions.
phrasing of
He
it.
has been, and here's, this individual has been convicted and sentenced, so on and so forth.
What country?
The United States, in Oregon State Penitentiary. And then I saw another individual who was responding to this, and this individual is a convicted felon for not these same crimes. So this individual decided to call. He found out exactly where he is. He is on somebody's land. He's not wanted there. He's not allowed to be there. So, and there and go, he is trespassing on this property.
Mm-hmm.
This person called that county's police department and informed them that this individual is trespassing, making such and such statements as a convicted fucking chomo. All right. And that then he went on, oh, yeah, by the way, sheriff's department should be coming to take everything away from you and hauling off all your fucking trailer that you're on unwanted land, taking your fucking little motor scooter bike, hauling that away and seizing all of your money, closing all of your accounts, taking everything away from you. So when you decide, if you get lucky to get let out of prison this time, you will be out broke, homeless, with nothing at all.
Good.
And shit.
On a positive note, since that went down this rabbit hole subject wise, I did see on X this video of this one man who was at, I forget what state, I think it was Delaware, somewhere Midwest.
Delaware and the Midwest are not close.
Somewhere over there.
Delaware is fucking directly north of us. Midwest is the west of us.
I forget what state it was.
Kind of in the middle.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of, sort of, yeah.
I was thinking Ohio for some stupid reason. But so this guy, the police go to his house. They find out he's a pedophile. He's been like watching videos of 4, 5 years old, that young, and he's got videos, all that stuff, right?
Fucking
Police are at his door. He goes in this house. You hear, boom. The cop looks is like, you can tell they're like, he did it. So they go, they're knocking at the door, and the guy's like, he did it. Like they open the door,
yeah.
Like, he killed himself.
Yep.
Like,
Good.
Positive news.
Good.
Well deserved.
Fucking good.
Well
Jesus
deserved.
Christ.
There is. I do believe there are some truly mentally sick individuals
100%.
that need treatment, that need help. Then there's just some evil fucking pieces of shit out there that need to be removed.
Yeah.
Like this recently, I found a kitten in the woods. Some piece of shit dropped her off. They clipped their nails too. I've been chopping wood like crazy, getting ready for winter because winter's coming. And I heard this animal crying, screaming. So I'm like, God damn it! Please be a squirrel. Please be something other than like animals or a cat or a dog. So I went to investigate. Found this little kitten stuck in the thorns. I'm like, picked her, got her up, cleaned her up, brought her home. I have 16 cats now.
God damn.
You have 16 cats?
Yeah. All rescues.
The crazy cat lady.
No shit.
They're all found me. I'm like Ace Ventura when it comes to animals.
What a
Shit,
picture you.
dude, that was like my
throwing
last
cats at
house.
People now.
That's like our last house. We had, we were coming back from one of my son's baseball games, and it was fucking late at night. Pulling into the fucking drive, and we started walking up the steps to the porch, and we had a fucking cardboard box that just didn't happen to get fucking put down to the trash cans yet. We start seeing it move. Damn. And shit. And yeah. We're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden we see one brown head poke out, and then another, and then another. And we're looking at him like, what the fuck? And Dobby is one of the ones that was there. And they're fucking tiny, and they're emaciated, fucking flea ridden.
Yep.
All this shit.
Yeah, he would.
And so we kept them for a while, got them healthy and shit, found homes for everybody and whatnot.
You kept one for yourself.
Two of them we couldn't. Nobody couldn't find a home for Dobby and her sister, so we brought them down to the fucking pound, and they found a home for one of Delilah. Dobby was too fucking skittish, so they said that like they can't rehome her. She's volatile. She's violent, so they're gonna put her down.
Euthanize.
Literally, like we called like a week before they were gonna fucking put her down. Because literally just curious of how they're doing, if they ever were able to find homes. And found out that they were going to fucking end up putting her down, and went down there that fucking day. And it's funny. The lady was like, told her that, we're here to see so-and-so. We're here to see Dobby. And, like we're the ones that fucking dropped her off. And fucking walked in. Oh, well, you need to sign a fucking release form to go into the cage just in case anything happens to him. Blah blah blah. I'm like, look, I'm not signing this because she's not gonna fucking do anything. She's scared.
Yeah,
that's literally all that she is. Freaking walked into the fucking cage, sat down on the fucking bed, and she's cowering over in the fucking corner, growling and snarling at me. And I just put my hand down. And I had it down there for probably about a good 5 minutes or so. And finally she fucking realized what the hell was this, remember who I was. And she walked over, fucking started sniffing, licking, cuddling up. And like the vet or the lady at the pound, she's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And me and Snow walked out. And she's like, so, can you guys come back like next week, to help keep her spirits up so we don't have to put her down? I was like, no, she's gonna come home. Like,
yes.
I'm not gonna fucking tease her like this.
Yeah.
Then fucking leave.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, well, let me go get a leash. And I was like, no, it's fine. I was like,
a leash for a cat. Joke.
Fucking, she followed literally right by. She never left my fucking side. And fucking paid the readoption fucking fee for my own fucking dog. Just so stupid. And we fucking drove her home. And then it's funny, I want to say maybe like a month later, had two fucking other dogs, full grown dogs. One was a pit, sweet as hell though.
Yeah.
Sweet as fucking can be. Another one.
Are.
Yeah.
100%.
This one was, she was fucking sweet as hell. Another one, I don't remember what the fuck the other one was. But we came home and they were under my truck, just hiding under the fucking truck. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, can't take in more fucking dogs, like, and literally tried to, shoo them away, Nothing fucking worked. I mean, I went outside. I had my fucking pistol. I started fucking shooting in the air. The fucking pit's looking at me like, what, motherfucker?
You're disturbing our sleep. Leave us alone.
Like, God damn it. You guys suck. You know that? I fucking took 2 crates, put it in the back of my fucking dually, loaded them up, fucking brought them down to the fucking pound. You know, like I mean, I can't fucking keep having fucking homeless dogs on my house. You know,
I did something a couple weeks ago. All right, you guys are probably gonna laugh about this, but birds falling out of their nests. Well, on our dock, they like to fall out of the rafters of our dock, and most of them get crushed by the forklifts and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I got out of my back of my truck when I backed up the dock, and I saw a little baby bird hunting under one of the forks, walking around. I picked him up, brought him home here, and we fed him all throughout the night. And Sammy drove the bird all the way to Mineral to a rescue. Bird's still alive and being raised. It's just a bird, because I can't turn down seeing a animal. It's a bird. I'm
Bird
sorry.
is the word.
Hey, I even got pictures from the person and everything else on how the bird's doing. And
that's sweet.
come on,
Sweet.
I've done it for squirrels. I've saved a
That's
squirrel.
sweet. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you're making. See, I knew you were going to make fun of me for it.
I've done that too with a squirrel. I've
Okay.
raised it though.
Well, he's
I could go
having
outside
that
and-
happen at his dock.
you're fucking running over sons of bitches over at yours. Fuck
We're
you, birds.
We're shooting them with fucking pellet guns.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right. We're like, get the
This is
fuck
why,
away
this is why
from
you had
here.
the management come in.
Yes. When he came in, I'm like, can we do this? He's like, yes. I'm like, bet, we're done. All right.
Yeah.
Because these birds, they shit all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
All right. It's not sanitary.
It isn't,
And
but
the only way they're going to learn is when they view it's no longer a safe environment.
Yes.
Yes,
Deer.
but-
And I've tried other more humane-ish ways, and all I've done is make these birds into mutants
Yeah.
that now can eat rat poison and fucking goddamn antifreeze and still survive. All right. So I'm like, all right, well, I got no other choice now.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
if you guys ever wonder how the mutation started
yeah,
in
they're
the
definitely
in the future,
definitely Stu.
Stu,
thanks, Stu.
coolants
Yes, one.
and
No,
rat
I'm not
poison.
even joking around. I started out with bird feed and rat poison mixed together. That worked for a little bit. Absolutely worked for a little bit. Then they see them still eating the
Why
shit.
didn't you try giving them Alka-Seltzer?
Because they won't eat around it. I did try
Really?
that. Yeah, I did try that.
No shit.
Yes.
Just don't
They
feed him
won't eat
rice.
around it.
Wouldn't rice
All
like
right,
kill him or something like that?
So then I went ahead and I soaked all the bird seed as a whole and made like a slurry out of it with antifreeze.
Yeah.
All right. That worked for a little bit.
What the
It did. It worked for a little bit. Then they started developing immunity to that to the point. The most recent time, I took down this bucket of poison. They have a nest built inside of the poison.
I got an idea.
All right. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these birds?
I got an idea. A new movie right here.
Yeah.
Stu and his
Fucking
mutant
hell.
birds. Basically, what's his name?
The
The one with the
Toxic
rat.
Avenger?
No, what's the movie with the rat? The guy with the
shit.
rats.
Willard.
Willard.
Well, yeah.
Stu. It's just with the birds.
Wow.
And I did catch one out of midair while I was flying. That made me so happy. Like it was coming down, flying around. It just
You
reached
caught
up-
it in midair?
Yeah, fucking yanked that bitch, slapped it down. All right to the fucking ground. I'm like, yes. Grab it. Walk out. Throw it into the fucking dumpster. Nah. Fuck you, you mutant fuck. I'm fucking done with you.
You're still
I'm
alive.
fucking done with this shit.
It's gonna come back to haunt you. It's gonna come back
And
and
it fucking did.
get revenge.
It did. When I fucking took it down, broke its fucking wing, went straight into the fucking dumpster with it. All right.
All right.
These are fucking birds. All right. They
They're
exist
animals.
for a reason, but ultimately
Flying
they
rats.
they need to be maintained to a certain level.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it creates a health hazard.
that's true.
Okay.
But I saw a little baby bird and
Uh-huh.
helpless. I couldn't help pick it up and try and save it. It's just this
Ron
way I
has
am.
a soft spot.
I
for
do have.
birds.
I have a sauce for any animal.
Ron has a soft spot in his head.
That's why he wears hats all the time.
Gotta protect it.
What's on your hat right now?
A cock. Yeah. A bird.
You love the cock.
Shut the fuck up.
You're wearing a flightless bird. Got into this fucking argument.
Them suckers can fly.
Bullshit.
Got into this not an argument, but discussion. I think the other day about chickens and flying. I think it was with my middle.
Oh my god.
And it was him and the wife got in the discussion. And I think I was driving. And I just stayed the fuck out of it, but I'm listening to this whole thing happen. And the whole time I just went, you're fucking stupid. They don't fly. They're a flightless bird. They're like the dodo bird. But then that would have fucking ended up having to another discussion. Well, what's a dodo bird? A dodo bird is the fucking dumbest bird around who has these fucking wings but don't fucking fly. They're extinct now. But then if you look at that other fucking bird, this is shit that's going on in my head. If you look at another fucking bird, that prehistoric one, who has this stupid, ginormous fucking beak that can't fucking fly. Like, fuck, I really don't want to go down this
Is it
rabbit
like
hole with
Ostrich family type of bird?
No, let me see if I can find it real quick.
I think I know which one you're talking about. It's got like a huge. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're huge.
World's biggest.
I think I know which one you're talking
Cat
about.
beak.
Got big like a cone
Totally
beak.
picture.
The emu?
It's got like a cone beak, I think.
Fuck off, I don't give a shit about that. Images.
No, I think he's talking about prehistoric.
Not- yeah.
I know what you're talking about. That's a modern bird.
A
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
bird.
That one.
Oh, no, that's a modern bird. That isn't a prehistoric bird.
It looks like a prehistoric.
Is it the one we're talking about?
It's cone beak. You're
That's
right.
exactly the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're big motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are. And it looks like a prehistoric one.
Yeah.
Even though it's not. But, like, that image, son of a bitch, that one can fly. Fuck.
It can't fly?
Yeah.
It can. That one can fly. A dodo bird can't fly. But, like, that ugly fucking pissed off face.
Yeah.
It's Howard the Duck.
No shit. Dude. What would you think if they made that again?
They were planning
They
on
talk
making
about
one.
it. They
They
do
talk about it.
With,
Yeah, I know. Every once in a while
Seth
it pops up.
They were talking about having Seth MacFarlane do it too for the
Seth
voice.
Green.
Is it Seth McGreen?
There is no Seth Mc. I'm sure there
I
is.
guarantee
I'm
there's
sure there is a
Green.
Seth McGreen,
Yeah.
but not this Seth Green.
That was Seth MacFarlane.
Well, these are two different people.
Yeah, no, I know who Seth Green is. Seth MacFarlane is a Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed
Yeah,
to be
but
the
not
voice of Howard the
Seth,
Duck.
not Seth McGreen.
I heard it was going to be Joe
Did I
Biden.
say Seth McGreen?
You did. You
No,
did.
I didn't even realize I said
That's
it.
why.
I thought I said Seth MacFarlane. No, but Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be the voice because he did the voice of Howard the Duck in the Guardians of the Galaxy cameo that he did. He was also a cameo in Endgame. He was one of the when they were coming out of the portals, you saw Howard the Duck in there.
Yeah.
He was actually in there as a cameo, but it never came to be. Duck nipples.
It's only been Seth Green and Chep Zen.
They committed bestiality.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Poor Rocket.
Poor Rocket.
I mean, Howard Duck,
Rocket.
fuck that human bitch. Whatever her name was, that actress, I forget her name.
Who?
Which one?
That was the first
Who,
Howard Duck
who
movie.
was that?
Oh, yeah. God bless. I haven't watched that movie in years.
Which one?
The original Howard the Duck movie.
Elizabeth Shue. No,
that was Elizabeth Shue.
That
it's
was
a chick from Back to the
Leah
Future.
Thompson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Back to the
Yeah,
Future.
they had sex. So that was bestiality.
Yeah, it was. there was a lot of weird stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Now-
Yeah, but guess what though? Everybody fucking loved
You know
it
how
when it came
weird
out.
that kid would look like?
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be a very deformed child.
Oh, that'd be
I don't know about that one, dude.
Looks so sickly.
It would probably be a good
But
They
garbage
come
pail
out
kid.
humanly, but with feathers.
It would taste amazing with orange salsa. Fucking long pig with orange. Oh, that'd be good.
Did you
That'd
ever
be good.
Did you ever like the movie Garbage Pail Kids? The movie?
I like the cards.
When I was a
Yeah.
kid,
Like the
yes,
cards?
I did enjoy the Garbage Pail Kids movie when I was a kid. Yes,
It's a fun movie. It's so
a
bad.
garbage fucking movie. Dude.
It's bad.
It is a garbage movie.
That's Garbage
Yes.
Pail Kids. That's
Yes.
You've seen that one, right, Goot?
No.
Garbage Pail. It's
You're not missing
That was before
anything.
his time.
I know.
You're not missing
By the way,
anything.
whatever happened to the Toxic Avenger, the new movie? When's it being released? Because I heard
Straight to
something in a
DVD.
statement saying they said it was too crazy to be put in the theaters. Apparently, That it was actually, I heard something that it's been delayed and they're not going to release it in the theater because it's just too much.
It'll go straight to VHS
or digital or Blu-ray.
VHS.
I wish.
There is only.
Still have a player?
Yeah, it's in my crawl space.
I'm not surprised by that.
Well, I think
I got it at a yard sale for like $10.
Yeah, the film premiered at Fantastic Fest September 21st, 2023, and was later shown at Beyond Fest in LA September 30th, 2023. As of November 27th, 2023, expected to release early 2024. So it's already been shown.
Yeah, but I read something where they said that the movie's too extreme to release in the theater, so they're not releasing it in the theater.
Good job.
It's because the movie was filmed like almost 2 years ago. It's got Kevin Bacon. It's got a lot. I've seen pictures from it. There was a trailer too.
Teaser.
Peter Dinklage. Oh, it was a teaser. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he supposed to play the human version
in October 2023?
Right.
What?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage is supposed to play Toxic. Both versions.
No, I thought he was just.
Yeah, because there's even a picture of him with the tutu and everything else and his shadow, and it's a dwarf. I don't know how they're
little people.
Yeah.
So it's a dwarf. Dwarf Avenger.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just like
dude, would Toxic Avenger work in MCU?
That would be awesome.
He's an Avenger.
He doesn't have any powers. He just has a mop, and he's
dude. What the fuck?
Mongoloid. That's all his powers are.
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, it's just a mop.
He's an Avenger.
You got a point. Toxic Crusaders.
See,
that was actually their version of the Avengers.
You know what? MCU is being racist.
Told you it's not being released.
There's no news yet. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
it's like that in the New Salem slot. I want to see it, but I don't know.
You know what?
Happen to it.
I'd give it a shot.
I would.
I'd give it a shot.
For Salem's Lot?
Yeah. I'd give it a shot. I mean, I was cool with what they did with Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
You know, I'd give Salem Lot, that chance.
The Pet Cemetery remake was not that good, I thought.
I loved it.
It wasn't amazing.
What?
I love that movie,
but
compared
it
to
was
the original.
Good. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I finally did get around to watching that one on Peacock. That it's out on Peacock now. The vampire.
Oh,
ballerina.
Abigail.
Huh?
Abigail.
Abigail. Yeah.
Same here. I finally watched it too.
Oh, the little one.
I enjoyed it.
Is it good?
It was fun.
It's a good comedy and action.
It's a good
It is.
concept.
It's a comedy.
Too.
I thought it was more serious.
No, you'd be surprised.
Oh,
it's a good concept.
That's the robot one.
No.
That's
Meg.
Meg.
No,
Megan.
Megan.
Yeah,
Meg is the shark.
So Abigail is
Should we tell him?
it's a vampire girl. I mean, it's given away in the previews.
I know, but still.
Right. I wish I hadn't seen the previews before I saw it because that was a cool fucking twist.
Yes.
That she does ballet.
But she's a vampire.
You're right.
They both have dancing little girls that fuck shit up. Okay.
No, we flipped a coin when we were going to the movies to see either this or Day One.
Okay.
We opted for Day One.
Yep.
So
it's fun.
Okay.
It's on Peacock. It's fun.
Is it out now?
Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito is in it for a small role. It's a small role. He is.
Yeah.
No,
that one there looked good.
Yeah. It starts out. It does a really job. If you had somehow managed to not know anything about the film, it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Because it starts out one way and then just slaps you in the fucking face and goes a different direction.
Okay.
Because you don't know that it's a vampire little girl and shit like that. It's just a kidnapping and then shit goes fucking horrible. So it's a fun, really cool concept.
See, I thought it was serious, though. I didn't know it was a comedy.
I mean, it's
both action comedy.
It's played as serious, but it's played like a real world shit was going down.
Yeah.
All right. So
didn't make shit.
It isn't like
theaters,
super dramatic. It's like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
what the fuck we do here?
I didn't see the Nicholas Cage Dracula movie yet. I heard that was it good?
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not good. Don't say it's good.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's Nick Cage playing Dracula.
Yeah.
Which I did enjoy Nick Cage as Dracula. I did enjoy when Nick Cage was on screen as Dracula.
I had to watch it twice to actually appreciate it because I think the first time that we watched it, I fell asleep. Probably about halfway through.
Don't blame you.
So yeah,
It's that bad, huh?
But no, it's an interesting concept. Though, once again, it's
it is
it's
interesting.
a really
It
interesting
is.
concept of Renfield.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
The idea is fun. You can't go in there expecting this amazing, top quality thing. It's just a popcorn flick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to turn off your brain and enjoy this unique concept.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a unique concept.
Experience.
All right. And so I appreciate them doing that. I think it was last week, and I did a binge on Peacock. I don't even know why. I got stuck watching Peacock. So I was
Well, you get bored watching all the other services, so you got to pick something else.
Yeah, and then so I watched Abigail. I watched the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
It's an amazing movie.
Which I'd seen that before, but
I know.
but it was cool. I watched a handful of other things that are on Peacock that I wasn't even thinking about. It's stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, I meant to watch it. Oh yeah, I meant to watch that, and then see them all there.
Did you ever see the Hellraiser remake?
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, bad.
I thought you've seen it.
No, I never seen the remake. With the
No?
female? No, I never saw that one.
Oh, I thought you saw it because you were bitching about it.
I was bitching about that.
He was bitching about it because he's sexist and thinks females can't be making
No, it wasn't female. It wasn't the female that bothered him. It was the tranny that bothered him.
Which to me, the tranny fits the idea of a Cenobite.
Your words, not mine.
I don't remember
The
saying that.
tranny fits the idea of a
It
Cenobite.
does.
All right. That should be something you're
So-
okay with.
Important question, guys. Are we doing a hot take on Alien Romulus?
I'd like to.
We'll see if I'm able to make time to go see it in the theater.
I'm seeing it that
it's
weekend.
so rare that I go to the theater nowadays. I envy
There's other ways.
your position.
It's my escape and my
Yeah,
solitude.
no,
I'm fucking
I
happy.
envy that available. And plus, you have a cool ass fucking theater too.
Yes.
Mhm.
That you call home. All right, that's fucking awesome.
Well, we
We don't
got
necessarily have that here.
No,
and
Paragon's been getting starting to do that now, where they're starting to release older movies.
I understand, but
It's not as good as his.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
All right, his is
but they're
pretty fucking
trying to. I know they're trying to do it.
And it's not Paragon anymore either way.
No, it's not.
It's Evo.
What is it?
Evo.
It's a whole thing.
Oh, you guys see Greenbrier Hotel is probably going up for auction.
Really?
Yes. The governor apparently has defaulted on a loan because the governor of West Virginia's family is the one who bought it back in 06, 07, 04, whatever it was. They defaulted on some loan. Apparently it's going to end up going up for auction probably, which is that's history right there.
Heck yeah.
Do you guys know what the Greenbrier Hotel is?
Is that the one from The Shining?
No.
No.
What is the Greenbrier
Greenbrier
Hotel?
Hotel is a hotel in West Virginia out in gotta forget what county or what
Is it Boone County?
Sulphur Springs. Something sulphur.
What was it?
Something
What's the
crazy.
history with it?
All right, so one, it's a really beautiful hotel, really beautiful, really gorgeous, but also for about 30 to 40 years, it hosted the secret underground congressional bunker.
Really?
Yes. So it was the bunker that Congress would go to, including the president, if shit hit the fucking fan, so they maintain continuity of government.
Yeah.
So this massive multi-level fucking bunker underneath this fucking hotel, this super top secret government shit, and they managed to keep it quiet for like 3 fucking decades.
Is this place in the mountains?
Not really.
Okay, well, I figured West Virginia.
I
in
mean,
the
up
mountains.
for public auction because of default. This is a day ago.
How much you think that thing's going to go for?
In
Default
the
owner
millions.
and Senate candidate
more than-
justice. Can
But
we?
here's the problem.
It's
It-
Greenbrier County.
Huh?
Greenbrier County.
It is that kind of okay,
Yeah.
but is it? But it's like
Sulphur
but the town,
Springs.
it is the town of Sulphur Springs.
Yeah.
Okay. So it
Just
it's
keep-
the hotel is considered a historical landmark.
yeah.
So that's where the problem resides. When you have a historical landmark, then you're tied to what you can kind of
Yes.
do.
No, you can't do shit.
Exactly.
You can't do historical landmarks. You can't do anything to them without prior approval of the local historical foundation.
Yes. And most of the time it has to be done in the
needs
exact
to-
same style, same buildings,
Yes.
Yeah.
things.
Same
which-
material.
Yeah.
So what would anybody buy it for? Just to collect it?
because because
It's
you can still,
history.
it's still an active hotel and stuff like that. It's still You know, it's like, and like it is
How much money do you think we
gorgeous,
could fucking
gorgeous
come up
place.
with?
Huh?
How much money do you think we could come up with?
Not that level.
$10.
And right now, they actually have a couple of escape rooms in the bunker.
Yeah.
They went ahead and built up and shit like that. I'm like, that is fucking cool.
I just hope China doesn't buy it.
Oh,
So the sale is listed
I
at
know, right?
I just have some
That's a
Fallout
whole-
level shit going on in my head right now.
That's a whole different
Yeah.
topic.
What's the sale on it?
August 27th at 2 p.m. It goes listing.
It's
On
gonna go
courthouse
for a
steps.
couple million.
I'm thinking probably tens.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
Hold on. So here's the
And
kicker.
it's not the entire property either. It's only the hotel and the immediate grounds, not the entire property. They have somehow separated it.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, but how many
So-
how many floors does it go down underneath the bunker?
I want to say like 3 or 4 at least.
Oh.
So they have the elevator that
Fuck.
just goes straight down.
So now,
When I'm saying like a hidden bunker, it is like crazy that this fucking thing exists. All right, and they kept it secret for that fucking long.
Oh, wow.
'Cause it's massive. It is meant to house not only the congressmen, the senators,
But the president.
but their families as
Yeah.
well.
yeah.
So if shit hit the fucking fan, then this is where they
If you go
would
to nuclear war, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where they would go to keep America running.
Yep.
And they had it outfitted, ready to rock and fucking roll.
Is it outdated though?
Now it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
Obviously.
it got decommissioned.
But how
Yeah.
long ago was
No.
this built?
This thing would not be outdated.
I mean, it's still functional.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it won't be outdated because anything that happens will take down everything new. So everything that's in there now
When
will
was this?
still be functioning.
When was this
No,
bunker
it
built?
won't- no, because then you're assuming that all of the generators, the air scrubbers, everything else have been upkept to maintain functionality.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about fucking communication wise.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is all probably radio.
But also that you're assuming that the boards and the communications are being upkept, and which
No,
I guarantee
they're not. They're not being upkept.
Yes,
They're gonna have skiffs.
That's
in
why.
there.
That's
Huh?
why it would
They have
be.
skiffs in there. Skiffs.
they won't have
Secure.
skiffs. They won't have any active skiffs in there. I guarantee. It's been decommissioned, so they will.
How
not
long
have
ago was it
active skiffs?
How long ago was it decommissioned though?
Probably like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured it'd be.
No. I don't know. That would be 40 years ago,
I'm saying probably in the 90s to 2000s,
maybe.
When was it built though?
like in the 50s.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
But the problem is that let's see here. There's let's see here. So last month, the state tax department withdrew 2 liens amounting to roughly $900,000.
Mhm.
That left 5 liens amounting to
Which is funny. The
2.8.
state tax department. The state tax department, and who owns this property? The governor of that state and his family own the property.
Jim
and
Justice.
The tax department is like, no, we don't have liens on it anymore. No,
Mhm.
we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
But
Oh,
you still
Jim
got
Justice.
5 that equal out to $2.8 million
Yeah.
still owed. So the problem with those there is that you can purchase it
Mm-hmm.
for say $100, right? You still owe $2.8 million
even if
before it's yours.
Yeah. And even if you pay off that $2.8 million, you can't do it so much with the property because of the historical aspect of it. So which means you're limited on how you're going to make any financial
Profit.
income off of this, because the older it gets, the less and less people will want to spend money going there, and it has to become just die-hard historical nuts, basically, that would want to go there, and which means your income stream is shrinking every single year, and you can't modernize to try to stay competitive.
You can the grounds. You can't do anything to the house. You can't do anything to the house
With the people that are actually where they actually stay, you can't modernize it,
No,
but
not
so
really.
much.
Yeah.
All right, nothing permanent affixed or nothing like that. You can't put in a nice fucking bathroom in the fucking
Mhm.
suites. All right, no, you can't do any of that shit. Nope. you are limited to this 1950s style fucking hotel.
Timepiece.
Yeah.
Shag carpet all in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. That's so nice.
I'm just curious how much room is down there.
A lot. Like this was outfitted.
I know for families of the congressmen and president and stuff like that. But
Let me see.
Yep.
I mean, you think about the Pentagon because the Pentagon's got something like the same thing, doesn't it?
Pentagon's totally different though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know it's got many floors below.
It's got some stuff.
Speaking of hotels, though, for my birthday, I'm actually going to be traveling to Colorado to go to the Stanley Hotel.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Nice.
You excited about that?
Just a little bit.
Okay, so
little
it
bit.
is
No, I wanted to hear what you say. How excited you were?
the
That's all I was
bunker is
asking.
buried
Sarcasm.
720
He's gonna
feet
fucking geek
underground,
out.
concrete encased. Built a top secret fallout shelter for the United States Congress and was intended to withstand an indirect nuclear attack.
Hmm.
The bunker was kept secret for nearly 35 years before being declassified in 1995.
Oh, so
Okay.
mid-90s.
The living quarters, bunk beds for up to 1,000 people, a medical facility, kitchens, a 400-seat cafeteria, multiple auditoriums.
Wow. That's
You know what-
fucking
You know what it
big.
reminds me of? Hey, Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
So what it reminds, so there's a Fallout, like you guys seen the Fallout TV show?
Mm-hmm.
There's a Fallout game set in West Virginia called Fallout 76.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a hotel there called the White Springs Hotel that is based on the Greenbrier.
Is that what it's
Hotel.
based off
Yeah,
of?
it's based on the Greenbrier.
That's crazy.
All right, because it's got bunkers and
Yeah.
underneath and stuff like that, along with this golf course, just like the Greenbrier. All this stuff, it's 100% based off of Greenbrier.
Okay.
And so that idea is really fucking cool.
Nice.
And then the thing, that's what you said in the Chinese bite. I'm like, no, bad Fallout, bad Fallout.
But y'all ever think about wanting to still go to that bed? Remember we were talking about going to the bed and breakfast?
Yeah,
at
we were
Buffalo
just
Bills?
talking
I
about
just brought that up.
tonight.
I said for the 300 episode,
Oh, I
I'll
didn't hear
cover
you
it if I
talking
have
about that.
to. I'll cover it if I have to. We all just go do the show up there.
I would love to do that.
I'm jerking off in the well.
We all will on video.
There we go. OnlyFans, baby.
Stu and Goose porn video inside the fucking pit.
I'm definitely putting the lotion on my skin. I ain't getting that hose again, goddamn.
That's fucking
Just stand against the wall.
This rained it down.
Ugh. I don't want to get sprayed.
Yes. I would definitely dress like that.
We'll have Ron tucking.
Have Ron what?
You mean that's the default setting?
Default setting.
Oh.
Or would that be Chase?
Become?
Yes, he would come.
Which come?
Which way do you think? There's only one way in this scenario. Stick some lipstick on him. Do his hair up a little bit. Put that fucking kimono robe on. Put a little bit of rouge. There we go.
So,
I think
anybody else got anything else you want to jump off?
Jump
Or
off.
are we good?
No, I think we're good.
We're good?
I got nothing else for.
We're good?
No,
All
I
right.
mean, there
So
could-
bullshit
there could
section.
No,
be
we
a lot.
talked about Olympics, talked about pedophiles and volleyball. We talked about movies. We talked about hotels.
Yes.
We've been all over the place.
Yep.
Generalized bullshit.
BAF bullshit. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us for our kind of out of the blue episode that we did here
Yes.
because of technical difficulties. So-
Difficulties.
Let's try to say the word. All right, guys. We'll see you all later.
No, you won't.
Bye-bye.
Bye.